How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Everything is going to pump. Every single crypto you have, now not literally everyone, but almost everything is going to pump over the next year. I want to explain why that is and why you have to be careful. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this one as soon as I make them. There's also a link down there to Margex in case you want to trade cryptocurrencies. You can trade on leverage over on Margex. There's a deposit bonus when you use the link underneath the video, and you can long and short different cryptocurrencies. They also are getting spot trading from what I've heard. I could be wrong on that, but that's what I've heard through the grapevine. There's also a link down there to CoinW in case you want to start trading or buying cryptocurrencies there. You can buy spot crypto. And there's a link to HGAalgo, which shows you bullish and bearish momentum signals on different assets on different time frames. And it can also tell you when a good time to dollar cost average or dollar cost average out of the market, when those times are. So definitely check out those links underneath the video. Now, as you can see, we have another day where some meme coins are just pumping like crazy. Dog with hat up 34%. In the last 7 days, it's gone up almost 400%, which means it's 5x over the last week. Pepe has done a 4x over the last week. It's moved up into the top 50 largest cryptocurrencies. We do have Floki as well, up 300% in the last week. Like these gains are absolutely nuts. If you look at just the last 7 days, what are the ones doing the best? What are the top 5 cryptocurrencies? Is it Ethereum? Is it Bitcoin? Is it Solana? No, it's literally 5 meme coins. So things are going to get crazy here because a lot of the times these will pump and then we'll see other meme coins pump. Now, I wanted to title the video why everything's going to pump, because everything is going to pump. There are going to be cryptos that are up 400%, 1,000%, 20,000% in a week. And one of the reasons for that are massive partnerships. As you can see, Digital Asset News says Shiba Inu up 113% for the week. The reason, strong fundamentals, a new partnership with Google and OpenAI, as well as an announcement of the Shiba DPIN EU project for solar panel nodes across Europe. Just kidding. It's because it pumped because it's crypto. Welcome to the bull run. Now, this is kind of funny. It sounds a little bit misleading at first, but no, it's a joke. It's true. Things are going to pump that have no fundamental basis for a couple different reasons. One, narrative, right? Even if the narrative is meme coins, there's going to be meme coin seasons. They're going to pump because of greed. They're going to pump because of expectations of future pumps. There's going to be pumping due to marketing. Everything is going to pump during this next bull run. Now, not literally every project. There's going to be 10, 20% projects that don't do much. But anything decent is going to pump. You have to be ready for that. And part of that is just because, yeah, the bull run starting. We also see national debt rising by $1 trillion every 100 days. More and more money is being pumped into the system. And there are cryptos with real narratives. For example, Ethereum has a massive upgrade taking place in 10 days. It's seeing more ETH burnt on-chain due to increasing activity, and BlackRock trying to get a spot ETF approved. There's also, like, Bitcoin's going to pump because of the ETFs as well. There are massive narratives. There are fundamentally strong cryptocurrencies. But there are also cryptos that are going to pump a lot out of nowhere for no real reason except for crypto go up during bull run. I mean, even Dogecoin didn't even make the list of the top 5 performing assets. I don't think it was in the top 5 in the last week, but it's up 62%. So get ready. And the reason I bring this up too is obviously, like, you can trade these meme coins. You can even trade them on leverage. Like, for example, on Margex, you can do Dogecoin. You can do 100K Pepe. You can do Shiba Inu. But really, it's to protect yourself. The best way to make sure that you make no money during the next bull run is to flip between different assets, whatever's pumping. And by that, I mean, basically, if you want to make sure you lose money during the next bull run, you'll move from asset that pumps to asset that pumps to asset that pumps. You should have some kind of game plan. Let's say you only are going to invest in Bitcoin and you're dollar cost averaging now. Okay, well, stick to that plan. If something changes, it could cause you to actually lose money. Let's say you go from Bitcoin and you see all these meme coins up significantly, like 100, 200%, and you go invest in dog with hat, right? Or go buy it. Well, there's a pretty good chance that we could see it cool off. It's up 400% in the last week. We could see a 40% drop pretty easily. I mean, heck, I even talked about one the other day, Myro. I talked about it, and now it's up 70%. Now, am I going out of my way to go invest in things that are up 300% when Bitcoin's up maybe 10%? No, I'm not going to try to ape into that because, again, we can see those massive cool-off periods. What you want to do is stick to your plan, stick to your guns, and maybe your plan is to literally just sit there and figure out whatever narrative's big next, and you're going to jump into that. You fully realize what you're doing is risky, but that's your plan. You don't care about changing the world. You don't care about the ETF narrative. Your whole goal is to just make as much money as possible. Okay, stick to that. You can do that, and you can probably make lots of money. Just don't change your plan now or partway through the bull market. Like, stick to your guns on this. Don't try to set some arbitrary number that you have to make. Let's say you have a $2,000 portfolio. Don't try to say, hey, I want to hold on to these cryptos until I have $50,000 or $100,000. No, like, try to take an unemotional approach to it. Say, okay, I have this amount of money. What is the thing that I can do to make the most money the safest way possible from here on out? And you can gauge, like, okay, how important is safety to you? How important is returns to you? And you can adjust that. You can adjust your goals. Now, I say that fully knowing that I am heavily invested into Bitcoin, and that is risk off. I'm also invested into some more risky assets, like, for example, Syncus. Syncus is an asset that I own, crypto that I own. It was up, it hit an all-time high today at about 0.019, and like I said, I do own this. I'm not trying to shill my bags or anything like that. It's up a huge amount. It's up like 6x, 5x. This is part of my strategy to invest in smaller altcoins like this that are higher risk, higher return possibility. Still, 25 million. This could absolutely pump to high held during the bull market. Another little bit of alpha here, a project that I think is going to do really well, is Aether Games. So they're launching here very soon. They're right now going through Bybit, and apparently they are close to the all-time high number of participants in a launch campaign. So if you want access to this, I'll leave a link to it underneath the video. Again, super bullish on gaming for the next bull run, and Aether Games is one of those games that I am going to be investing in. So shameless plug there, because I am going to be an investor. But this is one that I think could do really well. Same thing with some smaller altcoins. Those are the high risk part of my portfolio. And I realized, okay, this is about how much I want to put towards altcoins. This is what I want to put towards Bitcoin. This is where I'm going to take profits, or when I'm going to take profits. This is how I'm playing leverage as well during the market. I want to keep it to this certain percent of my portfolio. And when the market's going up, when I'm feeling more greedy, I stick to that plan. Just a reminder, stick to the plan, because everything is going to pump, right? You just don't want to be caught with your pants down, or be caught the last person that's trying to play musical chairs, and you were having fun, you were still listening to the music, but you didn't really look for a seat to sit in at the end of when the music turned off. You want to make sure that you are one of the people that make significant gains. And, none of us are going to time the top perfectly, unless you're the whale that causes the massive sell-off. We're not going to time it perfectly, but what we can do is try to come at it with an unemotional approach and systematically take profits along the way. If you're up 300, 400% on a meme coin, that is awesome. That's awesome. Don't be afraid to take some profits. Like, it's not going to kill you. And yeah, you might miss out on the next 2x in that altcoin, but keep in mind, we're early in the bull market. Like, there are tons of opportunities. So the question is, like, if you had new cash, would you allocate the same way to this asset? Right? Let's say you're 90% Bitcoin, you're 10% meme coins, and your meme coin goes in 10x's, and then your portfolio is like about the same, or you maybe even have more meme coins than Bitcoin in that scenario. Would you come at it with a fresh amount of money, or if you sold everything, would you buy the same allocations? That's the question. Like, do you want to keep the money in the asset that's gone up exponentially? Is it still going to go up exponentially, or is it probably going to cool down? Do you want to take some profits? Again, just kind of an interesting one today because so many meme coins are pumping up, like massive amounts, and you can see some liquidity coming back into crypto. It's fun. It is fun to see some smaller altcoins pumping, and it seems like Bitcoin is edging up. It seems like Bitcoin wants to break out again. It will be interesting to see what happens tomorrow with BlackRock buying, Fidelity buying Bitcoin again. Like, does this push us above that $64,000 mark? It's very possible. Now, thank you so much for watching. Again, you can check out the links underneath the video in case you want to check out Marjax or CoinW, or in case you want to check out my Twitter where I'm doing a giveaway right now. You can check those out underneath the video. I appreciate it.